Okay, give me a test, guys. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 2. Omar figured everything out, and it was good, and we're ready to
We're
rock.
Recording. Oh my God, are we back,
Guys?
That seems shitty.
I was so
For Omar's-
frustrated. I did a big
Yeah.
Windows update because it was getting so annoying every time I would log onto my computer. You have a Windows update. We have a Windows update. So yesterday I finally decided to say, screw it. I'm going to do the Windows update. I have, something to watch here on TV. I'm going to have my laptop here, update it. The update took about an hour and a half. And I thought Windows would take everything and save my goddamn settings, especially I have very complicated settings because the way we do this podcast is in a very unique way. We play live audio and we take phone calls. So I have figured out a way through this program called IPTTL to make it work, right? But when I updated everything, nothing was saved, so we log on today at 5:30, ready to rock. Beer Mug sends me audio. We have a guest lined up, and everything should be cool in the gang. And you know what? It was not
Cool in the
It
gang.
wasn't cool in the gang, guys.
Well, if anybody could figure it, if anybody could figure it out, Omar, it was you.
Thanks,
I had faith.
man. Thanks, dude.
I had faith.
It took me.
You did.
That's not what you were saying when he was gone, dude. So.
I didn't. We couldn't hear each other, Dave.
It took
We couldn't hear
me.
each other at all.
Man, is it the world? Is it the world trying to tell us that they're sick of Janky Town and they don't want us to record anymore? So they're making it so difficult for us to record every single week.
They were like, hey, remember when you didn't record last week? That was cool. Let's try that again.
The world can't get enough of our jankiness.
Oh my lord, guys! So briefly, let's talk about why we didn't get a chance to record. We're sorry, but things come up. Dave, you had the first kind of kink in the chain.
Yeah, well, before we explain what happened, I put up a poll of because people were complaining on the social media that there was no new Janky Town.
Right.
So I put up a Twitter poll that said, as you noticed, there was no episode this week. What do you think is the reason? I put COVID fog, not my fault, 16 stations, and all of the above. And with 53%, it was all of the above. And you know what? They're kind of right, man. So it started with me. Normally we tape on Thursdays, and I went out of town for a quick second. So I said, hey, do you guys mind if we tape on Friday? I'll be back. And then sure enough, yep, I'm on my way back. I'm going to be ready to go. And then ding dong, Omar comes in.
Yeah,
what happened with you?
Well, we all said Friday. Everything is it should be a breeze. No big deal. We'll just step up the recording time to 1 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. so I could kind of edit it that evening and get it up and not have to worry about it over the weekend. No big deal. So Muggs knows this. I am a huge production bitch with 16 stations I need to take care of. So I had the overwhelming task of producing these music promos. 13 of them per station times 16. And I thought, Trevor, the main production guy, does the heavy lifting. He produces the major portion of it. I'm just in charge of putting, some call letters at the beginning, in the middle, and then at the end. Well, that didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped. It was very time consuming. So I was actually a little flustered because this stuff needs to be done by 6 p.m. And I was late on my on delivery and everything. I didn't get done till about 8 p.m. on that, and then I still had some other stuff to do. So I worked Friday from the time I got home around 3 p.m. I took a shower. I worked out, took a shower. I hopped on my computer about 4 p.m. From about 4 p.m. to midnight, I was just working. And it was one of those things where Intercom, they're not slave drivers, but they'll give me projects, and I am a guy who I need to get this done. I don't like having things looming over my head. Does that make sense?
Yeah. They called you up, Omar. Your weekend was ready to go. You were ready to record, and they're like, you know what? It thawed out in Dallas and Kansas City. We need you to change those winter jingles to summer jingles.
Exactly.
So stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin your job.
Yeah, man. So that's why. But listen, it's
But you forgot one part where you threw it out to Muggs and
I did.
And said, Hey, if you guys don't mind, if you want to record, go for it. I was all for it, but before I could even answer,
So the part where it's all of us kind of were the reason, Dave, not my fault, making it Thursday to Friday, Omar, 16 stations, me. It was pretty COVID fog, and because I didn't have I wasn't feeling. I talked to Omar about this. I was like, you know what? I don't think Dave and I are good to host it. I mean, Dave maybe, but I can't. I don't feel like I could carry a show today. I just don't. And Omar's like, well, you and Dave did it one time. I was like, yeah, but I'm COVID foggy. I don't have the energy to carry the whole thing. So that was it. It was a team effort on why we didn't have an episode last week.
Well, Muggs, I had some guests already lined up. As soon as Omar said he was out, I was like, all right, well, I know who to call, so we could have some extra people to talk to. I was going to throw out the schedule and just bullshit for 2 hours, but you didn't want to do it. So
who would have been the guest?
All that. Oh, Bill Burr and Bert Kreischer and Joe Rogan.
Damn,
they were just hanging out
right.
And
so Joe Rogan stopped doing Kevin and Bean like the last 3 years they were on the air because he was so huge. So
I think the reason Joe Rogan stopped doing the Kevin Bean show is because he didn't have to get up early anymore. He just like those guys record in the morning.
That's 100%.
Hell no.
He would come in and say like, I only do this for you fuckers, and then we're like, why? And then he's like, nope, I don't have to. Later.
Yeah, but you know what? We're back, and we're not going to be better than ever.
No.
we're just back.
Nope.
But
and pretty much everything we're doing on today's show is something we were supposed to do like 3 weeks ago. So
it's
we
not
could
be
talking
timely.
about old shit. So that's how we roll.
But thank you for missing us. That you know what? That's another huge part of why we do this is because people miss it, and they like to get their janky fix on. And in what world are people missing us, by the way? That's a strange world, right?
It's a sad world.
It's a sad world. I think it's the COVID world. Like, once things open up, they're not going to have time for Janky Town. Janky Town is going to be the last thing that they want to worry about. They're like, oh, they didn't record a podcast? Fine. We'll go out to eat, or we'll go out to do something fun.
Didn't a great poet say something about Janky Town? Like, didn't he have time for Janky Town?
You know what? He did.
I believe he was a music producer, right? A famous
Janky Town.
Same.
What the hell is that, man? I don't have no time for no Janky Town.
Ah, yes.
What everybody's going to be saying in the post-COVID world.
Yeah, but how you guys been since last week? You guys doing good?
I think my COVID fog is starting to finally wear off.
Is it?
So. That's
good,
a good thing.
man.
Really?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, like all these kind of like ailments I had. Like I had like maybe it's because I'm overweight, but like I had these like weird pains.
You're
in my
not
knees.
overweight anymore, dude. That weight, the COVID, dude. I see you every day. That COVID weight that you lost, the 20-some pounds or whatever, it's staying off.
Yeah. And I came about 15 of it got back on.
Really? I've always said this. You carry the weight well, my friend. How tall are you?
Thank you, Omar. I'm about 6'1.5".
You're a tall guy, yeah.
I'm right now. I'm sitting at 230. I should go down to 200. I'm not. My body frame is not meant really for 230. And if I was in the UFC, I would not want to fight heavyweight.
Right.
I'd want to be light heavy at least.
You've been jogging though, right?
Rather.
You've been kind of working at it.
Yeah, not so much on the food end, but actually working out. I have. So if I could harness the food side, I could drop the 30 pounds in probably 2 months.
That's the hardest part.
Muggs, I think you should do what I'm doing right now.
What's that?
Because now that we're in quarantine, I'm looking for a job. I have nothing but fucking time to do. So during this quarantine, I started all these hobbies like running and composting and getting a plant to take care of and golfing. And now
how's all that going?
It's going great. It's fun, except for the composting. I got to work on that. But
not so much of that.
Not so much of that. But you should drink a gallon of water a day, like I do, or at least I try to do.
You actually try to do that? Wow! How successful are you?
It's been 2 weeks since I started doing it or started trying.
Yeah.
And I've done it maybe 4 times.
Well, that's pretty good.
2 weeks.
So you get a gallon.
No, I'm supposed to do it every day.
No, but still, at least you're trying. I mean, I'm guessing that the days that you don't accomplish that, you're still drinking half a gallon.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's that last half a gallon. Oh,
that's good.
You know, and I tweeted about it, and people were like, "Oh, I do it." And Mike's like, "I do 2 gallons a day." I was like, "Oh, you're a dick, dude. Shut up." I was like, "You're better."
That's
Mike.
ridiculous.
And he's like, "No, I'm just more hydrated."
How much are you peeing?
Yes, that's the worst.
That's
A lot.
It's terrible.
So check this out. You're supposed to drink, like, according to the Mayo Clinic, men are supposed to require 15.5 cups, which is like 3.7 liters. And that is a good amount, right? It's not a gallon, but it's a good amount. I'm trying. I'm drinking this fucking water. I'm pissing. and then there's days where I just can't drink it. I just can't do it. And why is it so hard to drink water? Why?
Because water has to be cold for me to drink it. It has to be like ice cold, and it also has to be, quench my thirst. Because to drink water,
I got my thermal flask.
Yeah, I've been drinking 7 to 8 cups a day, Dave.
This keeps it cold. It's cold in there. But
that's
no,
good.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So you drink it. You only drink out of that, because if you had a gallon jug, it'd be easier.
No, it wouldn't. It's the same shit. It's still water. It's still a gallon.
Yeah.
You have to
then
refill
without the
that over and
progress-
over. That's a pain in the ass.
I drank a gallon of water for about a year of my life. This was back when I was in super Omar shape, when I was on the Mike Catherwood training plan. And
every day you drink it?
Every day. And actually, you know what? It was more like a gallon and a half mugs, truth be told, because I would drink a gallon at work between the hours of 5:30 and 10:30 in the morning. So I was constantly running to the bathroom, constantly peeing.
Yeah, like every hour, right?
At least. Okay, so I'd get there, just chug it. But at that point, my mind was already made up. This is what I'm going to do. And the pounds were just coming off. So once you start seeing results, I think that kind of you just want to keep going, right? So I started seeing results, and then, like, you see results quickly when you're drinking that much water. At least I did, right? So not only was I peeing heavily throughout the show, and luckily I had the job where I was just in my studio, so I could do that, but I had to
pee in your studio?
No.
Wow.
No, that came out wrong.
No wonder why it smelled in there.
Smell in there, yeah.
No. So not only was I able to pee while I was working, but I had to time out my pees just right because I had such a long drive home. So I would leave work around noon, and I would pee before I left work. And I had this McDonald's in the city of Azusa, right off the 210, that I would stop at because I knew that's where I needed to go pee 5 days a week. And then I would drink more water, throughout the day when I would work out.
Why would you punish yourself if you're on a diet and you're like, I have to go pee, so let's go to McDonald's?
I didn't even think of that. The reason I went there is because it was clean and it was quick access right off the freeway, and it was just
you didn't have to buy anything.
Just walked in and just took a leak.
Did you
awesome.
use the gallon jug, Omar?
I used the gallon jug, and my trick, which I don't think will work for Dave because he doesn't like that diet drink taste, is that I used to get Crystal Light, like the different flavors of Crystal Light. I like the tea one, and I would put a couple of packets of that, and it would sweeten it up, and that would make it easier to digest. Yeah, and I would do it pretty much. Well, no problem back then. I mean, you guys know. I mean, I was at my lightest when I was drinking all that water and working out on the Catherwood plan. I got down to like 77 or something at my lightest, and then that was when I was like too light, and then I started lifting weights, and then when I started lifting weights, I got to about 187. I think I put on about 10 pounds worth of muscle, and then that's when I started looking pretty decent, not looking sickly. Because at the time, I'm not kidding, it was all about weight loss, and I just was concentrating on the scale. I look good in clothes, but I would take my shirt off and I would look in the mirror, and it was still flabby. I was still flabby, but I looked good in clothes, and the pounds were coming off the scale. So I was losing weight every week, but I didn't really know I was doing it not in a good way, because I was just getting flabby. I was being what they call skinny fat. And
I don't know. Take off your shirt right now. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
You don't want to see any of this.
Yeah, let's see those pecs.
Come on, Omar. I'll do it. Here. Look at me. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why
what I got to get rid of.
This is why you have to
I got to get rid of.
Go to the YouTube channel to see sexy mugs, because
mugs.
we are on the YouTube.
So there you go, man. if you start drinking a pound, a gallon, or at least trying, because that is the goal, Omar. It's, it's supposed to make you feel better and not eat as much, not crave.
Yeah.
So I'm trying, I'm working out. So I'm hoping that by completing a gallon a day. And you know what? It's funny, when I drink it, I feel accomplished. I was like, all right, so what that it's 4 a.m. in the morning, but it was in the day.
Have you seen
and my pants are wet.
Yeah.
Have you seen a change in your skin? Because that's one thing that I realized I noticed big time. I was like, wow, my skin looks so good.
That's one of the benefits. It's supposed to be like your skin heals up, and
my skin looks so good.
Yeah. So
Dave
I'm
used
gonna
to
give it a
have
try.
Dave used to have the complexion of Seal. I mean, that's working well.
Shotgun face, you mean?
Yeah, shotgun face. Wow, you're going to hell.
That's mean, you guys. He's my friend. Leave him alone.
Oh, that's right.
That's his radio name.
You hang with Seal. You party with Seal. That's crazy.
Leave him alone. Yeah. He's my friend.
Leave Seal alone.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
You know what? I'm good. Everything's starting to open up. Certain places like Texas are taking it a little too far, I think, too quickly. But I'm getting, like I said the last episode, I see the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit. I'm going to decide to take it a little slower. So we're still staying at home as much as possible, and definitely don't want to get the COVID. Both of the grandparents they got the second vaccine. It's all good. My wife got her first. She goes Monday to get her second vaccine. But we did another Zoom birthday party. These Zoom birthday parties have to stop for my youngest. She just turned 7. Little Zozo, and it's fine, right? It's fine. It's more for the kids and for them to kind of try to connect as much as they can with another human being. It's nearly impossible through Zoom. It's just way not the same at this point in the quarantine, COVID life. I am so over Zoom. I'm just done with that. I don't want to. And we're going to have to do another one for my older daughter because she turns 9 in 3 weeks. So
you zoomed out?
I'm zoomed out, man. I am zoomed out. And then their cousins are having, Zoom parties. And, man, it's one Zoom weekend after another Zoom weekend. But I did want to talk to you briefly about my baby girl, Zozo, because, she turned 7 on Monday. And it was the weirdest thing because as parents during COVID times, you try to make it as special as possible. So leading up to her birthday on Monday, we kind of made it a birthday weekend. She got to choose what we ate on Saturday, on Sunday. We let her open gifts on Saturday and Sunday, and then we actually did a scavenger hunt for her on Monday. Which was fine.
Did you do 7 shots since she's 7? Like, ooh, you got to do 7 shots.
No, what I did, though, is I punched her in the face 7 times. And then, I was like, bam, one to grow.
You hold her
down. No, but she said so her birthday was on Monday, her real birthday. And she said the weirdest thing. I was here downstairs working in my studio, and I hear somebody crying upstairs, and they're supposed to be taking a shower. I run up. I'm like thinking there's something terribly wrong, and it's Zoe. She's all crying, and she's crying where it's to the point where I can't console her. She's just out of it, like
Really?
I'm sure Evie's gotten to that point where you're like trying to figure out what's wrong.
No, never.
And as a father, it's difficult because you have to keep your composure and still try to assess what's happening. I couldn't figure it out. So then, she took a breath, and then she says, "Oh, I don't want it to be my birthday." And I'm like, "What? What the heck? We've made it nothing but fun. Like, are you kidding? Like, what the heck do you want more?" And then she's all like, "No, as you get older, you come 1 year closer to dying."
Wow.
I'm like, dude, you're just turning 7. Like, what do you say to that?
She gets it.
She gets it. What are you talking about?
Did she
That's
get
why I don't celebrate birthdays either.
Omar, did she get
why
into
celebrate
some of your goth collection? Like your like emo like
maybe she has some of that, that gothic vibe of myself in her. I'm not sure, but yeah, dude, do you believe that?
But she's onto something because, like, why celebrate the fact that you're a year closer to death?
Onto something, Dave. She's 7.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
She gets it. That's great. Oh, no more parties for Zozo. No more birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday month. None of that, dude. You got a good one there, bro.
No, man. She's supposed to be 7, supposed to be enjoying life, having fun, and being carefree, not totally worried about dying, man.
What'd you tell her?
She's going to live her life to the fullest, man, because she's not going to worry about birthdays and not going to be counting down and like, oh no, I'm 10, so that means I'm closer to death.
No,
none of that.
No.
She's not even care about her birthdays. She's going to go on living her life, having fun every day. That's awesome.
So I kind of told, her that, listen, hey, just because you're turning 7 doesn't mean you're going to die any sooner. So I tried not to lie to my kids, right? Because technically, listen, let's be honest, she's right, right? So as soon as she spit that out of her mouth, I'm like, okay, man, how am I going to dance around this? How am I going to convey that, yeah, you're technically right, however, it's still fun, So I kind of drew away.
Here's a car.
I drew away from the attention of the doom and gloom and just focused on living your life right now. It didn't. I kind of left it at that, and she just got into her head. Honestly, I had to take a step back because I didn't know what to say. And Kazi was there, and we were both kind of like, whoa, where's this coming from?
Where do you think she got that from of like, I'm going to die sooner? Like, is she watching a TV show that's dealing with death, or did someone pass in her like unit of friends or something? Or
no, nothing like that. The only thing, now that you bring that up, and at the time we didn't even think of it, the only thing that I can think of is that sometimes she watches, or both of my daughters, they watch those Disney shows, but they're like they're made for tweens, like Raven and whatever, some other shows. And some of those shows sometimes they joke about that sort of stuff, I mean, they make it funny, but it's like, it's dark, So that's maybe the only thing that I can think of right now that maybe she could have got that. But man, whoo, that was something, man.
That and Omar's Bauhaus Live, London 1985 DVD.
That might have some to do with it too. Yeah, that
so now out of Zozo's room, all you hear is The Cure and Depeche Mode and Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi.
Her hair's all like in front of her face and stuff.
Yeah,
totally.
The birds are dying.
like the goth kids on South Park.
Yeah, so that was kind of like my weekend. What about you, Muggos?
So fun time in the Khan household.
Yeah.
Well, unlike you, Omar, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow, and I'm going to go do some naked slip and slide. So I won't see you there.
You're going to go do some naked slip and slide? What's happening?
Yeah, dude, they opened it up in Texas like that, right?
That's right. I mean, that's right. It's party time over there. That's party time.
Hell yeah. I was a hero the other day, you guys.
You're a hero every day in my book, Mugs.
How dare you, Dave? No, that's your superpower, Dave. Ooh, right back at you.
Well, that's not brown rice.
No, what? Okay, whatever. You were burned and you just... Okay.
You got a fly on your head.
That's the
back,
new
baby.
That's the new not brown rice. Yeah, this is 4 weeks of rust. We were off. I was at the intersection of La Brea and Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, California, because there's Hollywood, Florida, just to, make it right.
You got a fly on your head.
Fly on your head. If we don't hear you got a fly on your head 10 more times in this conversation, I will be surprised in this story I tell. So I was at the red light and I hear hey, come back here. And I turn to the left and I see that at the Arco gas station, about an 80 to 90-year-old man was barely running after this, what I saw was a homeless guy who was running really fast, and he had like 3 bags in his hand.
Holy crap.
So like,
Right.
Oh, wow. I think I'm witnessing a theft or a robbery or something. So I'm seeing this, and immediately I feel for the old man because it sucks. He's trying to like chase him, but he just can't, And I'm
now,
sitting
did
at
you
the
do
red
what? Hold on. Did you do what every good red-blooded American will do in this situation, which is pull out your phone and hopefully like the man falls and record it, so maybe the man will fall and you can go viral?
No, because I am not a cold-hearted asshole. But
I missed out.
I see this, and the homeless guy, he is jetting, like he's going pretty fast. And also, I forgot to mention, as I see the homeless guy, he turned around to try to intimidate the old man. He is also foaming at the mouth, and just like saliva and spit everywhere.
Oh my God.
Like not saying anything intelligible, anything, right?
Like, are you thinking rabies or drugs?
Dude, all of the above, dude.
Wow.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
So, because like I guess like the old man, like right when the old man started chasing, he gave it the good old college try, but like his knees aren't in the game anymore. Right? So he quickly
come back.
Come back, you old whippersnapper.
So when he went to do that, that's when the homeless guy. And that's when I heard it go, hey, and I looked and I saw the situation, and that's where I saw the rabid homeless man. So I noticed that there's no traffic coming southbound. I'm headed north, and I'm like, and the homeless man is running the opposite way of me. And I'm like, look, traffic. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to flip a little U-turn right here and try to record this.
Okay.
For, maybe. And as I'm doing that, I see the old man get back into his car, and like old man's driving like Dukes of Hazzard to try to chase after the guy. And I immediately... I'm a good civilian. I called I called 911. I called 911, and because it was emergency. I mean,
I would put that under emergency for sure.
Yeah.
I
was trying to think, but because I called non-emergency later on. But so as I'm calling, I'm pulled over on the street, and I'm like, yeah, I'd like to witness a theft. And as I'm doing it, this other crazy like chick is crossing the street, and she hears me say this, and she's like walking with some dude. It's just my life. It's so perfect. As I say that, she's like, mind your own business. You live longer.
What?
Like,
are you kidding?
Like, and as I'm on the phone with the 911 operator, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Are you?
Muggs
Wow, Muggs.
Yeah. I was like,
what part of Hollywood?
Tell me to mind my own, huh?
What part of Hollywood is this? Like, what street?
This is right. This is right. Do you know where Crazy Girls is?
Crazy Girls. No, I don't.
It's right where Crazy Girls is.
Okay, that doesn't mean no good because I don't know where it's at.
Like you said, La Brea and Sunset.
La Brea and Sunset.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, La Brea and Sunset.
Okay.
This is my favorite tacos spot right there. Tacos Gavilan.
Okay.
Anyway.
So that's a very crowded area, man.
Yeah, dude. So I tell this, and so like, I'm sorry, I'd like to report. And so I see the homeless guy, he's headed eastbound now on this little side street, residential street. And I follow him, and I haven't gotten a picture of him yet because he's just like, he doesn't know where he's going. He's going up, down, left, right. So
right.
He starts like hightailing it in one direction. So I get a little picture. I get 2, maybe 3 pictures. And then I call Hollywood Division, not emergency, and I go, yeah, I called in a theft earlier, and I have pictures of the suspect. If you like them. And sure enough, the detective called me back. The responding officers, the on the scene officers, called me first. Then a detective called me, and turned out they arrest. Look, the homeless situation's terrible in California and in Los Angeles, really. But I don't have a problem with homeless people until they start being violent to
Yeah, man. Just because
civilians.
you're down and out doesn't give you the right to take advantage of other people. No, yeah.
Right.
No.
So it turned out that this guy, in the same token, they arrested him. He assaulted a lady at the gas station and then went in the old man's trunk and took the bag all in one swoop.
Oh my God, dude!
Yeah.
So you apprehend a guy who stole something and committed assault.
And assaulted a lady. Yeah. So I felt like a badass that day. I felt like Johnny Law. But I almost got into my own altercation.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wait, the story doesn't end there? What happened?
Well, I'm saying I almost got into my own altercation while I'm reporting it.
With that lady.
This crazy ass white girl yelling at me, "You should mind your own business. You live longer." And I'm like, shh. And then I just I turned crazy.
Oh my Lord.
And I yelled at her, but I helped out a lady that was assaulted and a senior citizen who got robbed. So
Muggo 6ix9ine coming through. Way to go, Muggs.
I'm gonna say.
Why are you comparing me to Tekashi? I don't get it.
Neither do I.
You don't get it, man.
I don't get it.
You don't get it.
I'm going to say...
I don't think anybody else does either.
He's a snitch, Bugs. That's why.
Oh, you know what?
You got a fly on your head.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you're a hero, dude. That's some hero shit, dude.
That's right-o.
Hit the ground. We can get the janky poppin', that's a sound. We make your frown go upside down. It's getting janky, we the greatest pound for pound. What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, Janks? What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, Janks? It's getting janky. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. Janky Town.
That's right. This is Janky Town, episode number 29. That almost didn't happen this week because of all the technical difficulties. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The email address...
That's 40 away from 69.
Whoa. What? You're a math whiz.
A good 6'9", not unlike Dave calling me a snitch.
Yeah, right.
Unlike Muggle 6'9".
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
The email address, if you ever want to pitch an idea, get a hold of us, say you have a question, comment, concern, is jankytown69@gmail.com. And you could always reach out on the Jank Line. The Jank Line number is 855-JANKY69. And hopefully later on this episode, we're going to get to a couple of your calls so we get to catch up and show Rachel. God damn you, Rachel. What's up?
She's part of the coven, isn't she?
Yeah, she's part of the coven. Her, Kelly, along with Geometric Bananas, and now Kayla is one of them. And now there's
Kyle,
whatever.
Kyle,
I have
like
such a huge
highway.
problem pronouncing her name. And now there's a dude in the coven now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget where or what happened, but yeah, there's a dude in the coven. So. You know what? Maybe that's the round of Jank Line calls that we're going to play today. I think maybe the call is in that one. Yeah, we have a lot of good stuff lined up for you, but I did want to start off with some audio I found, and hopefully you guys will find this entertaining because I saw this on Facebook and it totally blew my mind. I'm going to play a little bit of audio for you guys, and you guys kind of guess what the next thing is. So I'm going to start with this.
Radiographer Kelly has an unusual metabolic condition with a rather unpleasant symptom.
The main sort of scientific name for it is trimethylaminuria.
Okay, that is the scientific name. What? It's called trimethylaminuria, something like that. Okay. What do you think it is?
Something backwards?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Is it me, or is like her British accent really hard to understand?
Oh, let's play it again. Maybe I was able to understand it because I think maybe this is one of those videos that had little captions on it. But here, let's take a listen to it again.
Radiographer Kelly has an unusual metabolic condition with a rather unpleasant symptom.
The main sort of scientific name for it is trimethylaminuria.
Okay.
I got it
now.
Okay.
Got it. This guy has a weird medical condition called trimethylaminuria.
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys a guess. What do you guys think trimethylaminuria is?
There's metal in her blood.
Okay. That's actually a pretty good guess, Dave. Mugs?
I'm going to go trimethyl something 3. So she's got 3 of something. She's got 3 livers.
Nipples.
3 livers, and they produce too much bile.
That's also...
No, livers don't produce bile. That's pancreas. I'm sorry. What?
I was going to give you props with the bile because...
I'm not a doctor.
Listen, you're not a doctor? What?
Wait, does liver produce bile, guys? No. Yes?
I'm not a doctor either, dude. You're barking up the wrong tree here, man.
I think it's pancreas.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I think it's Uranus.
Gallbladder. I don't know. Who knows? It is my,
all right, here
my
we go.
asses.
This is what...
It's your mouth right now, dude.
Yeah.
This is what she suffered from. This is what she's suffering from.
This is what she suffered from.
Known as Fish Odor Syndrome.
Fish
Odor Syndrome?
Yeah. Fish Odor Syndrome.
What? Fish so she smells like fish.
She smells like
everywhere.
Listen, I'm laughing, and this is no laughing matter because I can't imagine going through life through this like this, but... It's kind of funny, right? Right?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, more fascinating.
Is there more audio? I want to learn more.
There's more.
I want to know more.
Let's learn more about this fish odor syndrome.
The condition affects her on a daily basis, and it first became apparent when she was at school.
There was more than one occasion when kids would say, "Oh, you smell a fish." That was quite difficult to deal with as a teenager.
The fact that she was bullied about it made it 10 times worse, I think, for her.
I was spending a stupid amount of time in the shower, red hot water, scrubbing until my skin was bright red.
Kelly's condition isn't caused by poor hygiene. Her body is unable to break down a compound found in food that contains the substance called choline.
I mean, going through high school with that is pretty brutal. Would you guys even go to high school if you guys had this?
It's like, man, no way. Not if it was a condition that I knew that I couldn't help. You know what I mean? Like, if I stunk and was like, oh, hey, like, oh, I just need to wash better, then, okay, I'll fix it. But if you can't...
Play that last part back, Omar, about like some kind of condition.
Yeah.
Kelly's condition isn't caused by poor hygiene. Her body is unable to break down a compound found in food that contains the substance called choline.
So something called
choline. It isn't caused by poor hygiene, but she does sleep in a sushi bar every night.
Wow. You got a fly on your head.
Wow, Muggs. That was extremely awful.
Oh, that was great. Keep going.
Oh man. So yeah, man. This is where it starts not being funny. I think at first when I saw it on the Facebook.
Well, good. Let's play it. Let's play it.
Yeah. So here we go. So no, I mean, but it's very informative, and it ends on a high note.
One of the things that they say to you is, if it smells going in, it's going to smell coming out.
Okay.
Whoa.
One of the she eats a lot of fish then. Right?
Wait, what? Here.
Smells going in.
They elaborate. Yeah.
One of the things that they say to you is, if it smells going in, it's going to smell coming out.
The body disposes of the compound in sweat, breath and urine, emitting a pungent odour that can resemble rotten fish, onions and fecal matter.
So, yeah, luckily she only smells like fish, but the disorder that she has potentially can cause her to smell like urine and feces.
How common is this?
I think they go into that.
As far as I know, this condition affects between 300 and 600 people worldwide.
Only
nothing
to 600 people in the entire world.
Talk about a shitty card in life,
dude.
Shitty hand, because
wow,
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's insane, but she doesn't let that deter her, going to school and trying to live a normal life as possible.
I'm assuming, since it affects so little people, that there's not really like a cure or like a treatment for it.
Oh man, there's not, but I'm thinking like Secret or or like some sort of deodorant company needs to step up, because can you imagine if they develop some sort of scent that totally takes all the stink away? But
dude, they can't, because if all they're going to do is be like, oh, she's using Secret and now it smells like Secret and fish.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's disgusting.
And it's probably emitting from all of her entire body.
Her pores, all her pores everywhere.
It's not
everywhere.
Just her,
except her vagina. Her vagina smells like roses.
That's only 1 in 10 people in the world.
Yeah. Okay. So the story continues.
There's very few other symptoms at all. But of course, you've got the side effects of anxiety.
Okay, and you hear while she's telling the story, do you hear the aerosol spray? She's like constantly...
No.
Yeah, you pay attention to it. She's constantly spraying herself, because she's at work and everything.
Like
and,
Lysol?
It's either Lysol
gasoline?
or some sort of... No. Or like, some Axe body spray for the ladies. Yeah.
There's very few other symptoms at all. But of course, you've got the side effects of anxiety, social isolation. It's hard.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wow.
To limit the amount of people she's exposed to, Kelly took a job working nights, but it's not been easy.
You could trace Kelly's smell up the corridor. I've had many complaints
That's her boss.
about Kelly's smell to me from a variety of staff within the department. It's hard when you get these complaints as Kelly's old friend.
Yeah.
The best smelling person in the world. I know I'm not plugging my nose.
Yeah, she works at a hospital. And, I'm not sure if she's like a LN or RN or whatever, but she's in scrubs. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus, like this is. I'm so fat. This is real, right?
This is 100% real. And
I don't know. It's on Facebook, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding love.
But the real question is at the end of the audio.
No, man. I'm telling you, there's a super happy ending here.
Finding love gave her a much-needed confidence boost.
She found love, guys.
Michael's helped me to cope by making me see the funny side of the condition.
They got the music really loud there, so.
She's hugging a dumpster.
Definitely.
Oh my God, Max.
Over the years, I'm very proud of the way she copes with the condition. I'm very proud of her as a person, full stop.
I am more chilled out about it now. I can't say that if somebody complained tomorrow, I wouldn't still find it a little bit cutting. But I deal with it by educating that person now.
So, guys, she found love at the end of the day, man. Somebody really likes fish.
Yeah,
She must be so hot, right?
She's not super hot, but she's also not ugly by any stretch of the imagination. I think she is like all of us. We're like five or six. Average, man, average.
That is.
And Michael has a nose or doesn't have a nose?
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, man. But yeah, I thought that was super interesting, so I just wanted to bring that to you guys.
And what's the name of the disease again?
It's
Trimifigaligadougalus.
Oh my God!
I'm not sure.
Well, that sucks.
That
Glad we're not her.
Man. Yeah, no kidding,
Wow.
man. But
I've heard of smelly people, but that's just that sucks.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, we worked with one, right, Muggs?
That stinks, I should say.
That does stink. All right, dude, we're going to be talking to Dr. Gill here, Mr. Sanchez, and we have a smart question for Dr. Gill. Yeah, do you want me to get him on the phone right now, or do you want to set this up prior to getting him on the phone?
Let's set this up because I want to do a new segment called Smart Doctors or Dumb Questions, Smart Doctors. I can't even get it right.
Okay.
And I have a dumb question because I read this story that is very, I think, pretty dumb. Okay. This comes out of London, where a mother and her children drank their own urine for 4 days because they were told that it would prevent COVID-19.
Is this the same lady that smelled like fish?
No, it is not. Now, this mom got this message through WhatsApp, right? That's where all the reliable,
oh, hell yeah. That's where I get the messages
information
from you guys.
comes. Yeah. So her and her children drank their urine for 4 days. And why did they drink it? Because they did not trust the coronavirus vaccine and preferred traditional cures.
Oh my God.
Dude. People are smart.
So,
oh my God. So, I mean, look, I want to know, as dumb as this sounds, is there any, bad, the side effects of drinking your own urine? So let's ask someone who does know about this shit. All right. Let's call a doctor. Let's get Dr. Gill on the line.
Dr. Gill, who was proudly with us on the live Zoom we did, the Cheers with Beer Mug live Zoom.
We met him on a Kevin and Bean singles party in Vegas.
Hello.
Longtime Kevin and Bean listener.
Hey, Dr. Gill, it's Janky Town. What's up?
What's up? How's it going, guys?
Good, man.
Good. What expensive food are you taking pictures of right now?
No, we're not on the air right now, are we?
Yeah, we are, baby. We're recording.
We're live.
Well, we're recording.
Oh, okay. No, I'm actually at my little sister's birthday, just dinner. Just some Italian food.
Cool.
Happy birthday. Nice.
Thank you, mate.
All right, man. Well, the reason why we're calling you is because we wanted someone smart to answer this stupid question. And I told a story about a woman who, her and her 4 children drank their own urine because she thought that would prevent COVID-19. And she doesn't trust the vaccine, so she wanted to go with the traditional cure of drinking your own urine. Now, what the hell happens when you drink your own urine? Is it bad for you? And does it cure COVID-19?
Okay, let me answer those questions. I'll answer the first part first. It's not good for you. I mean, urine is to excrete your toxins, your waste. So putting it back in your body is not advisable. I mean, there's some theories that, if you're really dehydrated, let's say you're on an island and you have nothing to drink, should you drink seawater? Should you drink your urine? Answers, but both of those are no. Basically, it's just going to make you more dehydrated. It's very concentrated, like high salt intake, because you're trying to get rid of that. And you're trying to retain water when you're thirsty. So it's a bad idea. And number two...
Hey, Dr. Gill, I'm sorry, real quick. I've always heard, like, if you're out in the desert, though, and you don't have jack squat, you could drink your own urine to survive a little longer. Is that not the case?
Maybe. So there's this, like, Army survival book. They tell them don't do it under any circumstance. Maybe it might, like, temporarily just give you, like, a little bit, but it's basically going to make it worse because you're going to drink even more salt and you're going to feel more thirsty. And you can't get rid of that excess water, so it's just going to send you into kidney failure.
Okay, wow.
Oof. Hey, Dr. Gill, before you move on, I get all my medical advice from TV, and I believe in an episode of Better Call Saul, they do drink their own urine because they're in the middle of the desert. And then I see that fake TV survivalist Bear Grylls also drink his own urine when he was on a TV show.
Great point.
Are you sure?
If somehow you can actually distill it, and press it through a really fine type of filtration system where you can extract all those minerals.
I think that's what Bear Grylls does, yeah.
But, I mean, that would have to be some type of real commercial sanitation type of plant. You couldn't do that with like any... I can't think of how you would do it on an island or in the wild.
Okay.
I just put it in the microwave.
Well, I was wondering, beer mug, is this a next beer mug challenge? Are you going to try to test this theory out?
Dr. Gill, I think you just came up with... I did see my friend Randy drink his own urine once out of a crystal bowl in Las Vegas, and he did it. He held it up like the cup of life.
Oh, my God, really?
And I almost threw up, but he took a sip. Yeah, I'd be down. I care about the show. I care about the podcast.
Okay, love it.
I'd be willing to do it.
We got to get your buddy Randy on the show.
I think so Dr. Gill might have... Sorry, I was going to say, I think many guys might have inadvertently maybe tasted urine, somehow at some point. And actually, what's interesting, little medical tidbit, in history, before we had glucose meters and finger prick sticks for diabetics, the way to check for diabetes was actually the doctor would taste a little bit of the urine because it'd be very sweet. All the sugar that you can't process goes out in your urine. And so you could smell the sweetness and taste the sweetness. And that's how you would diagnose diabetes back in the day.
Wow. Crazy.
Wow. Wait, so diabetes urine is like sweet and sugary?
Yeah. It's like, I imagine it's like Gatorade.
Okay, so
when you sip it, Dr. Gill, you swish it around your mouth and you go, tastes like a 2021 2 hours ago.
Let's give it some legs.
All right, Dr. Gill. So point number one is that it's a bad idea because it will dehydrate you even more. So continue with what you were saying.
Okay, and then just the second part is, there's no evidence that it's going to prevent or treat COVID.
How do you know? You're not Fauci.
No, I'm not Fauci. I don't think Fauci would attest about drinking your own urine. He would advise it or have tried it himself. Maybe Trump would actually recommend that. But.
I was going to say, this sounds like something that was read on Q or something. I don't know.
But it does cure athlete's foot, though, right?
There's been some medicinal uses for it in like historic times. It's used for some weird things. I can't remember what. I think there's certain like tribal things where they use urine to treat certain conditions, but
wow,
nothing in present day really. It's used for some fertilizer, but I think that's the extent.
Hey, Dr. Gill, are you all vaxxed up now?
I am. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I got my second Moderna maybe a month ago, and I want to say that second vaccine was a doozy. I was completely wiped out, had a fever of 101 the next day.
Whoa.
Had joint pain, headache, dizziness, body aches. But, it just means your immune system is working. You're making antibodies. So, just try to no pain, no gain. So,
awesome.
next day was fine.
How will the vaccine affect me, a person who has had COVID?
That's a great question. So I've had some of my coworkers who got their first vaccine and they had COVID end up having actually more like side effects than the rest of us who. So there's actually some theories that your immune system has already been primed, and so that first shot tends to cause more side effects. And there's actually studies now to see if people who've had past COVID actually don't need 2 shots, they might only need 1. But that's still going underway right now, so we don't know the answer to that yet.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
so you as a doctor in California, so does the medical field see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, or how do you guys feel about how everything is going right now?
I think up until Texas, I think Mississippi took down their mask mandates. I think we all felt pretty good. The curve was definitely going down, although the new cases plateaued, and it didn't still go down at the same rate. So that part's a little bit concerning. Maybe the new variants, but the vaccine, Johnson & Johnson's approval, everything is very optimistic. I think I do think that we can probably have a relatively normal summer if we still keep continuing. But I am worried about these states that are thinking it's over and we can just go back to normal life right now. So
cool, man. Awesome, dude. Well, thank you, Dr. Gill, for hopping on the phone with us. And man, thanks for being the doctor of Janky Town, man. We super duper appreciate you joining us on the live Zoom too, man. We couldn't be happier to have you there too.
It's an honor to always talk to you everyone. And you all take care of yourself and stay safe.
All right, brother. You too.
Yeah,
thanks, Dr. Gill.
Here first. Dr. Gill says golden showers prevent.
No, he didn't say that.
He didn't say that. See you, Dr. Gill.
Bye.
That dude's the best, man. That dude's the best. I can't believe he listens to this.
That's the only doctor I know who gets you drunk and then hurts you and then wants you to go visit him and say, yeah, I could prescribe you stuff.
That's hilarious.
Dr. Gill cleaned my ear out live on the air. That was great.
That's right.
Yeah, like a black marble inside my head, dude.
That's crazy.
That's gross.
All right, we're going to check the Jank Line now. You could call the Jank Line 855-JANK-69, and I just wanted to make sure that we get to this because I want Rachel to get off our backs. And I after this is said and done, I'm not sure how many calls we have here. We still have about, 70 calls to get through. I'm not sure, about 70 total. I'm not sure how many of those are going to be worth putting on the show. But truth be told, most of the people that call to our Janky Town Jank Line, they have something prepped and are funny and don't waste my time. So I really do appreciate when you guys call up. Again, the number is 855-JANKY69.
Unlike your co-host.
All right, so
co-host. Singular.
Let's check out the first call.
Hi, Beer Mug. I just wanted to send you all the best wishes possible for you and your family. I'm sorry to hear that you got COVID, especially Mama Muggs. I hope she gets better. And I just wanted to share my support, let you know that we all love you, even though we all kind of make fun of you, but we love you. I'm glad you're on the show. And also, I just want to share my sympathy that old people are the worst. Like, they're so damn stubborn. So I just found out today that my mom has lost her sense of taste and smell and has been gone since July. It's January.
Whoa.
She never told anyone. I guess she subscribed to the Omar philosophy that if you don't say you're sick, it's not true.
It's true.
So I think she was so afraid to say that she had COVID, she just never told anyone.
Wow.
Also, she has a history of cancer, diabetes, and heart problems. So that was a really smart choice on her part.
Squish.
No. Look, I love her, number one, not because of her but no, I agree with her because Mama Muggs, she was stubborn as hell. I mean, I told you guys she made it worse by not going for like a week.
Unfortunately.
But I hope, do you have her number? We should kind of check in with her to see if her mom's okay.
She didn't leave her number, but
damn.
Well, her name.
Okay, well, if you're listening to this, come at me. Tell me your name and who that was.
Come at you, bro. Like, that was very threatening.
Fight you? Like, what
come at me.
her?
Tweet at me. I mean, tweet at me. Yeah. That didn't sound right. Come at me, bro.
Let me ask you, Muggs, because Mama Muggs is a tough old biddy. Is she back 100?
No.
She
explains it like this. She, as far as being mobile again, she is everything is independent again.
Yeah.
But in the morning she's great, and then by nighttime just zapped.
Oh man,
just like fatigue. I've noticed a little bit of brain fog. Like things that she knew, like she was listening. We were watching the Dodger game the other day, and this Rick Monday, for people who know the Dodgers, is an old Dodger, an old Cub. He's a broadcaster now, and he's talking. And my mom goes, "Who's talking? Is that Oral Hershiser?" I'm like, "Mom, you know that's not Oral Hershiser."
Wow.
So it's weird,
right?
It's shit is real, man. Yeah. And she still has like some leg issues, so she's not 100% yet. I'd say she's 80.
Hopefully she'll get there.
Beer mug, suck stick. Beer mug, suck stick. Beer mug, suck stick. You know it's all about it. You suck some balls along with Janky holes. So come on over to your house and suck on your big fat dick. Beer mug, suck stick.
Listen, one thing
about
that
are those his, like, is that his fantasy, or what's going on?
I don't know, man, but I love how our listeners bring you up and they just bring you right down.
Wow.
Real quick.
Okay, did I hear wrong, or did he start off with beer mug so sick?
No.
And then beer mug's a dick. And then beer mug sucks dick.
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
It was all suck stick, the whole song.
Let's hear it again, shall we?
Do we have to?
Beer mug, suck stick. Beer mug, suck stick. Beer mug, suck stick. You know it's all about it.
This kind of catchy.
Balls, along with Janky holes. So come on over to your house and suck on your big fat dick. Beer mug, suck stick.
Ba 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 ran.
But I mean, the lyrics would have been better if he comes over your house and sucks on your balls. But he went with dick.
That is a little repetitive. But A for effort.
I like it. It's a bop.
Long and Janky Town that leads to your town.
Huh?
What?
Will never disappear. I've seen that Janky Town before.
I don't know if he's doing a Johnny Cash song or impression.
It always leads me here to the Janky Town door.
There you go, guys. You guys love that one, don't you?
Wow. Can we hear the beer mug sucks dick song again?
Ooh, I am the ghost of Dave's career.
Nice.
Hey, come back. Hey, Dave, back. How is that going, man? You have been out of work for almost a year now, dude. And I know
it's almost gonna be a full year, and it's sucky, man.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
Jesus, dude.
It's not fun.
Are you looking really, in the radio industry? Because I know a couple of people who are radio guys, and they just say, yeah, if you're not Kevin Ryder, good luck. You're not getting a job in radio right now.
Yeah, well, it's here's the thing, though. Like if you're talent, you have a chance, But like behind the scenes people, like you guys know, like they're just not hiring.
Yeah, everybody's spread so
I don't know what you're talking about. Stryker Klein just hired me.
You know what I mean. But like they're not hiring at a good rate, Like everyone's like, all right, well, here you could entry level, and I was like, well, I'm a little past that. So
yeah, it's tough. Well, hopefully,
But at some point, there's gonna have to be a time where I'm like, oh fuck, I just need to eat. So
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
but luckily I'm in a good position where
You're a composter now, so you're good. You can fall back on that.
I'm saving the earth, man.
Yeah, listening to the podcast here. Just want to remind the King of Mexico, he has no fans and he sucks.
There you go. You have no fans and you suck.
Wow. Wait, why do you think I had fans?
Listen, Dave. Listen, I hate you, but some other people they do truly love you on the podcast.
They hate you more. Oh, what? Oh.
I just think it's kind of funny that
Great News with Kevin and Mike is jankier than Janky Town. There's echo in their audio. Mike's mic is always too low. When they play news clips, Mike and Kevin just kind of sit there like an awkward 15-year-old as everyone sings them happy birthday. And I could not love this show more.
Yeah, it's good.
Also, you guys aren't the balls.
What?
You're the only one without the balls to show how many views you got. With Bean, you can see how many Patreons they have. With Kevin, he's doing a daily show, and you can see how many views he has per day. You guys?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Can't see it.
Oh.
What's he talking about?
He's talking about our stats. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't show our stats. We don't like to show off. Like,
what are you talking about? Go to our YouTube. You can see what's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What Dave said.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get it. So I'm not that stats behind the scenes guy. Dave knows. I just don't give a crap about that stuff. All right.
We display our stats? No, Dave?
No.
We don't display our stats.
No podcast displays their stats.
I thought he was talking about YouTube.
Well, he's talking about YouTube. Yeah, he's talking about how you could, because he said you could see what Kevin and Mike, what their views are, and then Allie and Bean, you could see what their Patreon are, but you can't see our stats.
We can't see how many views we have? Yes, you can.
On YouTube,
right?
On YouTube, you can.
Yeah, on YouTube.
That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about just our podcast in general.
But nobody does.
So we can't see our views on our podcast.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So we don't like to show off.
Huh,
you know?
That's weird. Yeah.
We don't like to rub it in.
No, hey Omar, I forgot to mention that every now and then, or not every. I think it's just about every show now. With Great News, the last half of it, the audio is never synced up quite right. It's just another jankier thing that Great News has against you guys. But I could not love Great News more. And I couldn't love Janky Town more. I'll admit it. I'll say it.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, by the way,
thank you.
If you take the first episode of Great News, by the way, if you guys don't know, Great News is the new podcast / vidcast from the great Mike Catherwood and Kevin Ryder. And if you take that first episode and compare it to where they're at now, it's night and day. It's night and day. They have figured it out. Their audio is great. They don't just stare at each other like morons during the clips. And Mike's being funny and everything. It's one of those things where I guess they just had to work out the kinks, and now they're flowing and it's fun. And I truly enjoy it. So go ahead.
When are we going to work out our kinks?
Never, dude. That's that's Mugs. Our kinks is our charm, right? Or no? Is that
Speak for yourself.
Oh, hey Omar, I hate to call you back again to tell you more about Great News, but they have a dude that works at a gas station that only has one eyeball, and he doesn't wear an eye patch. It's metal as can be. You've got to go check it out. Episode 5. Great News. Great. COVID.
I love this guy. What's his name?
I'm not sure, but
we need to find out who these people are.
When
Omar.
you call and you're being funny and entertaining, please leave your name. You don't have to leave your number, but please leave your name.
Start with your name.
Yeah,
just start with it. Hey, this is Bob.
But Great News is great, and should we have the one-eyed guy on the show? Who is that confident where they don't have an eye and they don't have a prosthetic eyeball?
And a glass eye.
Yeah, they don't have a
Right.
thank you, a glass eye, and they just choose not to wear a eye patch. That's ballsy.
That's nothing, dude. When I worked at the mall,
Yeah.
I served this lady who had no nose and didn't wear anything.
Was she on meth, though?
No, she looked like just this normal old lady.
Whoa.
And she had no nose, so I could see these little things that whatever's under here.
Yeah.
And every time she would talk, it would move.
Oh.
I just was like...
did you ask her if she could smell the popcorn? Can you smell this? Can you smell this?
When she asked you for an item that you guys didn't carry, you're like, I'm sorry, I do not knows what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
You got a fly on your head.
Fly on your head.
Yo, you scumbags.
Whoa, what?
That outgoing message was kind of whack. But it's alright. Anyways, I have a story.
A few of my buddies and I went to Vegas.
They went to Vegas?
About a month ago. So we got food poisoning, and we were pretty much stuck in that hotel room all week, like 4 days.
Okay, so if you're trying to follow along, this guy could, when you call the Jank Line, also try to speed up the story. You don't have all day. So
they went to Vegas.
Yeah, they went to Vegas and they all got food poisoning and they're on the room right now. Yeah.
And we blew up that toilet.
Yeah, there we go.
So bad.
It's Omar's people.
It was just like shit under the seat, all around. And we felt bad for whoever was going to clean it up, so we just left.
They didn't clean it up? It's a hotel.
Yeah.
No.
But we blew that fucker up at least 40 times, 50 times in 4 days.
Damn.
Pretty bad. The Korean barbecue was pretty good, though. So.
The Korean barbecue was good.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
I'm also pretty baked right now.
He was stoned.
Later.
I was about to say, what restaurant am I not eating at in Vegas?
I don't know.
Wish
but
I had a name.
That guy gets a pass.
Gross if they're not cleaning up after themselves, if they're shitting outside the toilet.
Listen, dude. No, I think.
No, come on.
It was just splash. It was just splash. Like, it got underneath the seat.
He said underneath the seat.
Yeah, underneath the toilet seat. Not underneath the toilet.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
not like underneath the actual on the toilet.
I hope not. I wonder if their poops were so bad when they would, squirt it out, it would lift them off the toilet. Like, whoa, that's some pressure right there, But man, you go to Vegas and you're eating Korean barbecue and you get food poisoning and all you're doing all day and night is just pooping. That sucks.
Ugh.
God damn it. I just saw the headline that Larry King died, and the first thing I thought is, will Glenda be there?
How many of us raise our hands thought the same thing? You didn't, Dave? Really?
No.
What? Oh my God, that was my first thought. I was just like, yeah, will Glenda be there? That's so funny.
It was at the funeral.
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy Rambo, and not freaking beer mug. You're nuts, dude. You can't be brawling on the mountain, dude. You'll get fucking rolled hard, dude. They'll take your pass. If you have a season pass, they'll take that. They don't give a shit, dude. They have like zero tolerance. Honestly, that's a big no-no on my end, dude. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, both you guys get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, what happened, Muggs?
I know what Rambo's talking about.
Yeah.
That was about your awesome story about trying to yell at a dude, or he yelled at you for cutting him.
No. He's talking about my substance use at Big Bear.
What's wrong with that? I thought you were allowed to party a little at Big Bear.
I mean, according to Rambo, if someone who doesn't like that, and if Rambo sees you, you're done.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bad Rambo. Come on, let us have some fun on the mountain.
Sorry, Rambo.
Guy, you're talking about a Janky Town drink. What the fuck? Chocolate milk? Are you fucking sucking my asshole? What the fuck is wrong with you, Dave? No, Janky Town drink. Here it is. 3 drinks. So the 1/3 Absinthe, 1/3 Everclear, 1/3 Wild fucking Turkey.
Oh my God.
No fucking around with this Janky Town drink. We're all gonna drink that. We're gonna get shit-faced, and we're gonna watch a Serbian doom. Fuck yeah! By the way, my roommate Dave wants to know, how big are your dongs?
Oh, man.
What was that last question?
Oh, here. I'll play it for you, Dave. Here we go.
By the way, my roommate Dave wants to know, how big are your dongs?
How big are her dongs? No, man. That sounds like a
grower,
crazy
not a shower. I like how we all answered at once. So it's
oh man, yeah, that sounds like something I would have been totally into when I was like in high school, or just out of high school. Everclear, we got the Wild Turkey, Absinthe. Have you guys ever had Absinthe?
Dude, I have a bottle right now.
But I haven't had the real
in my bar.
Like the real Absinthe?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
with the wormwood in it.
Yeah. You can get it anywhere now, Mugs. It's not
Wait.
like.
Do you trip balls off of it?
No. No, it's
wait a minute. That's not the real absinthe.
I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about the real
listen,
fucking.
That's bullshit, dude. Stop it,
dude. My buddy.
Why is it bullshit?
He brought Augie. You know Augie, and Augie's not BS.
Yeah.
Augie's not BS. He brought a bottle from where was he in Europe? Amsterdam. He was in Amsterdam, and he brought a bottle, and we drank it, and we did some tripping, man. It was not good. It was not good. Does not taste good.
Not good.
It's weird because the way you get drunk off absinthe is completely different than like alcohol, right? It's just it's so weird. But like it's well, you said you tripped, maybe you did, I don't know, but it's crazy, man. Like it's a different kind of drunk. And you're just fucking faded. You're wasted. But it's not like, you're going to see the green fairy and shit like that.
Yeah. Do you drink absinthe on the reg? Why do you have a bottle?
Because I won't drink it. So it just sits here. I try to pawn it off on people, like, because, there used to be times at like a K-Rock Acoustic Christmas where I'd have bottles on bottles.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, everyone's drinking it and shoving it down people's throats and shit.
Man.
And that was fun.
Right.
See, I haven't had the real.
It just gets you way shit-faced, Mugs. That's all it does. Yeah. You probably think you're going to see shit because you're so drunk. You probably do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So that was the Jank Line calls. 855-JANKY69. Thank you so much for calling. And, we're going to try to catch up definitely in the future episodes to come. Beer Mug.
Rachel.
We're going to, Rachel. We're going to end with some Beer Mug hating on somebody. And I can't believe that you're hating on this beloved, dare I say it, American treasure.
I wouldn't really say it's hating as much as it is tired of.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Listen, I guess because people tend to be in the limelight and they're everywhere at once, and you're like, oh my God, like Kim K. Like, I don't want to see her face ever again. But Kim K, this person I still respect and have respected since I was a wee lad growing up in the San Fernando Valley. Yeah.
I never respected Kim Kardashian. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's different. But
I guess, it is different. Yeah, you're right.
This person, like as I said, huge fan of, love his music, always have, pretty much know every lyric to all his big songs.
Is it Engelbert Humperdinck?
Yes, Dave, the lesbian seagull singer, right? Is that who? Yeah.
Nice.
No,
pull.
It's not Engelbert Humperdinck.
Nice pull.
No, the person that I am referring to is Snoop to the D-O-double-G.
Oh my God, you're sick of Snoop, huh?
Just, I think. First of all, have you guys noticed? I mean, this is the thing. I mean, he's in every advertisement, it seems like, on television.
He does Corona, he does stuff with Martha Stewart, and
but he has a TV show with Martha Stewart. He's on the Big Show with Bert Kreischer and Rosario Dawson on TBS. Yeah. He was great when he called that stupid Jake Paul fight.
And he did Gin and Juice, and he did a little performance. But I don't know. I think seeing him everywhere is kind of like ruining his legacy for me.
But let me ask you this, Muggs. I get what you're saying, that he's everywhere, but like Dave said, everything that he does is great. The dude exudes likability, and he is always, and by the way, he's not trying to be like, oh, I'm still Mr. Hardcore Gangster. He is cashing in, but everything he does is likable, I think.
I think the Corona commercial is very funny. The one with Bad Bunny?
Okay.
It's funny.
That one's hilarious.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
Playa, not playa, playa.
Yeah. You see?
I'm not saying...
It's making me laugh right now.
I'm not saying...
I'm from LD, buddy. I know what playa is.
I'm not saying...
Playa and playa.
I'm not saying the entertainment value of the commercials isn't good, or he isn't good in them, or he's, not likable. Right. He is all of those things, and they are all of those things. I'm just tired of like, oh, what's he going to come out with? Like, I'm just like, and look, make that money, Snoop, like, you got, I'm sure you got a lot of people. I mean, I know, right? Like, how many commercials do you have to do? I mean, but it's just, I don't know. I can't, when I'm sitting listening to his old records, I can't really, and he does, Omar, he does kind of little bit try to keep it gangster still. A little bit.
I think
with like the
I
crib
think,
walks
I
and
think
stuff.
that's more of a nod to who he was rather than I am still that person. I think that's just a little nod because he still wants. That's always that will be a part of him.
Yeah. Well, that being said, I didn't really have. I mean, little by little, it's just getting more. I think I'm just over Snoop. You know.
Yeah. So in your life, his stock has dropped dramatically.
Yeah. So, and it really. First of all, did you see him? The funny thing that I did see recently, Omar, and this is the first clip. He was playing Madden on Twitch. And I don't know who he was playing.
I heard about this. I didn't see it.
Streamer too now?
Yeah, he does nothing but stream. And that's, I think maybe that might be the oversaturation because I follow him on Instagram and all that other shit. But I don't know who he was playing, but he lost. And he literally gets pissed, yells, breaks his controller, and then he walks away. This part's not anybody. He walks away and leaves his Twitch running for 7 hours. He just walked out of the room and left.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So here's the actual audio. It's kind of shitty audio because I did it all last night. You can hear him get mad. Here's the audio of him breaking his controller during Madden.
Fuck this shit. Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck.
Oh my god, dude, that makes me like him even more.
And then he left his Twitch running for 7 hours after that. I saw that the other day and I'm like, oh, that's funny, that's real.
Yeah.
But I'm just over him plugging all these companies. And I'm not against doing that. You got to, like I said, you got to make your money, but it's just like the other day I think it really got to me when I went on Apple Music and I started streaming Doggy Style, which is one of my favorite records. And I could be wrong, but his title track, What's My Name? I don't know. You tell me if there's product placement in it.
All right. From the depths of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Funky is the doc. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I
eat delicious Dunkin' Donuts.
Follow me, but you bet not slip, cause not
that doesn't sound like the original track, Dave.
Yeah, and then I realized,
sounds it sounds like it to me.
Oh wow,
Snoop is it's Snoop, so but no, you guys didn't hear Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, that was Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't remember that on the lyric, but man, that sounds.
Hey man,
I realized
I tell you what,
that, I'm like,
I'm gonna go buy some Dunkin' Donuts now. Though it made me hungry. I want to get some donuts.
But I got mad when I heard that because I remember, Snoop, he's all in those Dunkin' Donut commercials. I'm like, geez, wow, he must have done some kind of crazy deal now. I don't. Right. It didn't even sound like him. Well, I put on Gin and Juice, and I think the same thing happened again.
Now bounce to this.
Soda Stream.
Laid back. With my
mind. Wait.
I mean,
now that definitely.
Wait.
I thought he was sipping on gin and juice. Soda Stream. He sips on Soda Stream.
Soda Stream just works themselves right into the song, and I'm like, and it's weird that he didn't cut it. I still don't understand that. If he's on television pimping Soda Stream and Dunkin' Donuts, but the whole thing came kind of it was ridiculous because the hardest rap song I think that's ever been created. When Snoop Dogg wasn't. No, I mean that's a close second. But when Snoop was on his murder trial,
going to college by that.
No, not going. No, Asher Roth.
Yes, Asher Roth.
Yeah, I don't know how I remember that, but murder was the case. You guys
remember
how hard that was?
Lick it down.
No, that comes in third.
Oh, okay.
No, murder was the case, guys. You remember that song?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for bringing. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
for a great low rate, you could get online, go to the General, and save some time.
And how long will I
literally got the General to actually just cut into murder was the case. I mean, what is happening? And then I just started getting more angry.
I'm going to go switch my insurance provider.
Of Doggy Town or Doggy Style?
It said on Apple Music, the Doggy Style record, because that's my favorite.
Can I hear that one again? Can I hear that one again?
Let's listen to it again.
That was pretty good.
My boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up. Her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
for a great low rate, you can get online, go to the General, and save some time. Because he does the General spots too. Like he's literally rolling in the car with the General on TV, and I'm like, now they're in. It's murder. It's in Murder was the case.
Yeah. But I guess it was low savings was the case that they gave him.
I couldn't believe. Nice, Dave. Nice. I couldn't believe the fact that this is happening already. I'm listening. I'm 3 songs in. But really, it all came crashing down when I switched. I couldn't take Doggy Style anymore. But I went back further. I went to The Chronic, Dr. Dre's debut album.
Yeah.
And I put on the hardest song on the album, G Thing, and this was just an egregious form of product placement.
Cause you know we're about to rip shit up.
Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble.
Corona Tostitos.
Together now you
can order it directly to your door with the Just Eat app.
Ain't nothing but a G thing.
I mean, they shoehorn because it's not even Snoop doing it. They shoehorn Corona, Tostitos, and the Just Eat food delivery app.
You know what, Muggs? I think I'm on your side now. I'm kind of over it.
It's just kind of with it. I think he's doing the reissues.
No,
right.
man, he's just
Snoop. What do you have to say about all this?
Fuck this shit. Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck.
Oh man, all right. I love Snoop. All right, that's good. Hey, did Rhonda know we were talking about Snoop Dogg and now she's barking?
Rhonda's like, why is Muggs talking shit on my home?
Wow, she got Snoop Dogg's back. Rhonda Ruffy is Snoop Dogg's back. Come at me, bro. Okay, shh.